welcome back to the channel. And today I have my overview of episode 17 and 18 of Star Wars The Bad Batch. And my god, this show has come back swinging. So, where did we start off this first episode? So episode 17. We started off on this beach planet, which we've seen quite a lot in the trailers. We see the Bad Batch running through the beach, you know, trying to get back to the Havoc Marauder, because they've picked up a piece of cargo for one of Sid's clients, and they've had a bit of trouble with the local wildlife, namely some crab-like creatures, which seems to be very well protected with their shells, and at one point, they actually attack the Marauder, which leaves Tech and Omega in a bit of trouble, because Tech's trying to take off, and Omega's trying to get back into the ship. Unfortunately, one of the crabs kind of pulls her off, and then she has to shoot them with her boat she picked up in Season 1. And then, eventually, they deal with them, and they get back toward Mantell, at which point, we see AZ, who appears to have survived Camino, and is now on Old Mantell with the Bad Batch. And thank God, I was hoping that little droid would survive, and he has, so, woo! Now, we do see Sid's clients question the Bad Batch as clones, because, let's face it, they don't exactly look alike. So, okay, fair enough. And then she disappears and is never seen again. But then, we get the main crux of the first two episodes. Sid wants the Bad Batch to do something massive. And I'm talking, the money they get from this would be more than all the money they've got from Sid so far put together. And it is none other than securing some money and other valuable stuff from Count Dooku's personal vaults, which the Empire is currently trying to get rid of, but the Bad Batch are going to be stealing it before they get the chance. Now, this takes up the rest of this episode and 18, so I'm just going to cover this all in one. The Bad Batch arrive on Sereno, Count Dooku's home planet. They find the Empire is already there. So if they want to do this, they're going to have to work immensely fast. Like, seriously, they're going to have to pick up the pace a lot. Thankfully, they do. However, the Empire, a bit too quick. The Empire, well, they set up some traps to kind of distract the Empire in case they're needed. Well, in case they need to, well, Hunter does, while the rest of the Bad Batch go into one of the vaults, or one of the storage containers, to grab what they can from the vault. Unfortunately, though, the container they're in is already attached to a ship. And as they're about to leave, the ship takes off. Uh-oh! Then Hunter sets off the distraction, which is actually just strapping a couple of bombs to a couple of V-Wings, and they explode. But unfortunately, that doesn't save the rest of the batch from being sent up into, well, nearly space. But they do figure out how to get out of the ship, eventually. They try getting the escape pods, they get launched, and then they release the storage containers, which sends them barreling back towards the planet. Ooh, but Wrecker was able to get out, so he teamed back up with Hunter on the planet's surface, and they tried to get back to the Havoc Marauder, but unfortunately, the Empire found them, and they're now under attack from the Empire, and specifically this new clone captain named Wilco, who is semi-free from Order 66. I'm going to predict that his chip has only just started wearing off. I mean, like, in the last couple of days, sort of just. So he's only just starting to free up a little bit, but not too much. But we do see them head into Count Dooku's castle, as that's kind of where the Empire chased them to, so yeah, not ideal, really. And then they eventually find a lift behind Count Dooku's old desk, but it's jammed. But then Wrecker being Wrecker just kind of jumps on it a few times, and it just kind of... yeah, not fun. But eventually, the rest of the Bad Batch do land on the planet, with a couple of injuries, namely Tech's right femur, which has been fractured, which isn't good, by a storage container in the massive storage container. Yeah, not fun. Then they find an old man who appears to be, well, just a citizen of Sereno. It just explains to him that, yeah, it wasn't just other planets that Dooku stole money from, because Dooku, as we all know, wasn't the best of guys. He even stole some from his own planet. And then he eventually helps the Bad Batch to get what they need from the storage containers and then leave. Yeah, honestly, very good first two episodes. Really impressed. Cannot wait for next week's episode. And yes, for the next few weeks, it's only going to be one episode a week. Ouch. Yeah, that's not going to be fun. But then, of course, we have the mid-season finale, which will have another 2 episodes. That'll be another 4-week stint of single episodes, and then a final 2 episodes to end the show. But yeah, next week's episode, cannot wait. Don't know where it's going to go, to be honest. It's going to be fun to try and predict that one. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for my overview of episodes 17 and 18. Okay, season 2, episode 1 and 2 of Star Wars The Bad Batch. So please, like this video, subscribe to mine and Roxanne's channels. Her link's in the description. My sub button's down there. Please click both of our sub buttons to subscribe to our channels, and then click our bell icons to get both sets of our notifications. Comment as well, because why the heck not? And let me know what you thought of these 2 episodes, and if you're excited for the rest of the season. Once you've done that too, please follow me on my social medias. They're going to be in the link tree in the description. Below that will be Roxanne's website. And lastly, please do share this video with all of your friends so they can join the infinite loop of liking, subscribing, commenting, following, and sharing, and around and around and around that loop. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. Goodbye!